Hey, wake up. TikTok is gone. It wasn't a dream. It's a nightmare. Oh. Welcome back to 10 at a Time, the short long form show. I am your host, William Pierreville, and we are on YouTube now because there's nowhere else to go. 10 at a Time is this series that I'm bringing over from my TikTok platform where I just talk about anything for 10 minutes. It's really simple. We keep it fast, we keep it cute, we keep it funny, and we get out. TikTok is gone. Baby, what happened? I was on TikTok live last night at around 10 o'clock. Apparently it was supposed to go dark earlier than that. I didn't even think the ban was gonna go. I didn't think the ban was gonna happen for real. At like 10:30, it started getting real quiet in the chat. I had like 80, 90 people in there that I was talking to, and it slowly dwindled down and down. I thought everybody was having a good time. Everybody was not having a good time because nobody was there. By the end of it, I was only getting messages from like 3 different people. I said, why are y'all still here? Come to find out, it was me, a lady in Toronto, and 3 Scandinavians having a great time on TikTok Live. I was one of the last Americans standing. I said, who else is on live? They said, nobody. All the Americans are gone. It's just you and Denisha Carter. Oh my God, my Shayla. It's kind of like that one movie with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt where they're the only 2 surviving people on a spaceship voyaging to another fucking planet. And it's just them. Except in this one, me and Denisha Carter don't fall in love. We just cohabitate. TikTok has been getting banned for like 4 years. It's probably since 2020, 2021. That's one of the last things that Donald Trump did before leaving office the first time was threaten to ban TikTok if ByteDance doesn't sell to an American group. And then one of the first things that Joe Biden did when he got into office was threaten to ban TikTok if ByteDance didn't sell to an American group. For like 3 years, we've been watching Xiaozi Chu, like the CEO of TikTok, fight for his life. They accuse him of racketeering, of organized crime, of conspiracy, of espionage. Meanwhile, all along, it was gym tutorials, makeup tutorials. The kids are making cucumber recipes. The worst part about this is that TikTok is not even gone for real. The app is still on my phone. And I open it reflexively. I have to move it to a different part of my phone screen because I'll just do it by muscle memory, and then that pop-up window comes up every time. And it's the CEO of TikTok talking about how he's working hard with Donald Trump to bring it back. Oh my gosh. It's impossible. I've been doing physical conditioning for this. I've been training my body. I've been deleting TikTok for weeks at a time, months at a time, just to build my tolerance. I didn't want to be dependent on an app. That codependency was crazy. But what was true during all that codependency is that I had the choice. I knew I had the choice. If I had to get on and check something real quick and see my DMs and check on my mutuals, I could do that. Now there's nothing. I'm shaking. You see my hands are shaking? You're shaking. People are naming off all these conspiracies around who is behind the TikTok ban, what everyone has to gain from it. I honestly, right now in this moment, don't even believe that TikTok is going away. And I'm just saying that as a timestamp, like mark it for the record. I might be very wrong. And if I am very wrong, then this is gonna be so funny. But I really don't think that it's going away. I think that it's gonna shut down for this day or 2, and then it'll be back, or it'll be back in a short period of time. And then we'll continue with business as usual. And I already have my first video back planned. The idea struck me, it came to me in a vision. Me thinking about who has a vested interest in seeing TikTok go away. TikTok is a really major search engine. That's one of the main things I use it for. How am I gonna figure out where I wanna eat and what I wanna do in New York if I don't have TikTok? I need to see. I'm a visual creature at this point. I need to see, and I need it to be video because camera lenses get crazy. People choose weird angles. Nah, I want a video that pans the room, show me the food. If TikTok disappears as a search engine, then all of the American users will have to redistribute their search engine usage. And by the properties of the trickle-down effect, naturally, Bing will get more traffic, bringing it back into being a competitor in the search engine game. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think this is really all about. I never thought that I would say this, but it's all about Bing. Everyone got kicked off of TikTok. They're moving over to IG. They're on IG Reels talking about, I hate Reels, I hate Reels, I hate Reels. If you miss TikTok so bad and you hate Instagram so much, why don't you just go back to where you Oh, my bad. Everyone keeps saying that Red Note is really cool, but I don't believe you. I don't believe that Red Note is really cool. I think that we're all in a really desperate place and in a really sensitive time right now. People ask me, are you coming to Red Note? Are you coming to Red Note? Here's the thing. And I hate to make it sound like colonial or something, but like, I can't always be on the front of the frontier. I got on TikTok when people were still making fun of people for being on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a trendsetter anymore. I don't want to be translating things from Mandarin. I want to come and see that everything's established for me to art, and I just want to get into the groove. I can't do it anymore. I can't live that life on the front lines. It's like Attack on Titan. I don't want to be in the Scout Regiment anymore. It's bodies out there. They drop like flies. I've done my time. I've paid my dues. It's time for another generation to really do the cavalry work of getting out there and setting shit up. I don't want to set it up. I don't want it to be me anymore. God forbid if Red Note never really takes off the way that people think it is, or if TikTok comes back and all of this was for nothing. People who are taking this ban really seriously, who think it's gonna stick, are really trying to find the alternative to TikTok, or something that can replace TikTok or be what TikTok was, and nothing can be what TikTok was. Even TikTok today is not what TikTok was when we all fell in love with it, you know what I mean, during lockdown and in the few years after. The TikTok that exists now and the TikTok that we just lost is so different from the TikTok that I originally fell in love with. And in some ways I like it better, and in some ways I think I like it less. But it's so unique, and I'm really grateful to it. You know what I'm saying? The reason that I'm here talking with you all is because of that app and what it did to my life. The way it just like poured gasoline over everything that I was doing. Me, who, you know, was talking too much in my group chat, so I took it to strangers on the internet who happened to think what I was doing was interesting or saying was interesting. People really watched me grow up on there. I got on TikTok and I was just out of like undergrad. The world was shut down. I didn't know what I was doing or what I wanted to do or where I was going to go or how I was going to get there. And all I knew is that I could speak. I could speak freely, and that people liked it when I did. And now I have this beautiful life that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world. So, you know, I can't imagine what's coming next that would have the power of that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine an app that would come that would be able to do that kind of transformation to my life and to so many other people's lives in so short a time. While having ops in the US government. Can you imagine having that many ops in the US government, that many ops in the US economy, not even just the government, the Silicon Valley ops, you know what I mean? People, y'all don't even understand. Y'all are talking about ops and monitoring spirits and haters. TikTok had real opposition. TikTok had real haters. TikTok had real people shooting for it. TikTok fought a good fight. I'm really, really frustrated at the way all of this was handled and the way our government seems to not care about how many people's livelihoods are so deeply connected to this platform. When people are really, really struggling, they would put so many Americans at risk and jeopardize their futures. But what I also believe is that we are going to be okay. And I know that that's not something that people always want to hear, but I try to lean into we are going to be okay mentality. That's just where I kind of stay. Because I've been through a lot, and if there's anyone that I'm going to bet on, it's me. And if there's anyone you should bet on, it's you. TikTok was a great place where people got to say very funny things and very important things. And the one consistent thing about humanity is that we've always found new places to say funny and important things. Regardless of censorship, regardless of platform, regardless of, people find ways to get messages out that need to get out. And that's no different now. And I trust that that tradition is going to continue. So yeah, I hope that TikTok runs me my money one more time. That's all. I just run me my money one more time. I'm going to miss that money. Damn. And you should subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave feedback in the comment section about what you think about this video, or start your own conversation. It's getting pretty scary. It's getting pretty scary out there. Thanks so much for watching 10 at a time. I'm your host, Woodland Pureville. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.